Hi guys, thanks for stopping by. This is Sophia. I have a little die haul. I placed an order when, like, kind of at the start of when everybody started buying dies because we're scared of the tariffs and how that's going to affect pricing. So this first set of dies I think was right before, but these are Temu. It's only 3, and I think it like tricked me into getting like one of those deals or something, and then I ordered these, and then I didn't realize until later or something. Anyways, this is a Volkswagen, or like one of those microbus looking vehicles. So that should be really fun to put together. I made one off of my Cricut, but it wasn't cutting very well. Like it had a lot of frizzies on the side, and so it'll be fun to have a die. I've seen other people use this die, and it's really pretty, and I don't have it, so it's always good to have more tags. And then this, I think, was on the tail end of Meet Me in Wonderland challenge, and this is for mailing. It's not a bubble mailer, it's just a regular plastic mailer, so you still have to put bubble wrap in it if you want to keep things safe. It came with maybe like 10, I think, in here, but look how pretty this is. So I think it's cute, and we always need packaging and stuff, so that should be fun for some small happy meals. Okay, next is the KLJUYP ice cream, and this, actually, I think it's from Amazon. They had a really good price on it right now, and there was only like 6 left or something, so now's the time, right? Because potentially prices are going to increase there too for KLJUYP dies because they have to send them from China. So it's really not as complicated as you would think. I'm going to open it just so that you can see the pieces. Okay, so there's this piece, and then this goes on top, and it has these built-in like sprinkle looking things. So I did use both of these pieces, and you would cut this out 6 times and this out 6 times, and I recommend that you glue this onto this before you build the die, like put the tabs and stuff on, otherwise it's going to be very difficult. So that makes this top part, and then you have the cone bit, which is this, and then you can do the waffle looking pattern with this. And so I would recommend using these layering dies if you are using plain paper, but not necessarily pattern paper, because then you won't be able to maybe see the pattern as well. And then the other thing is that I did layer this. I cut this out in 110-pound white cardstock, and then I cut it out in pattern paper. And I did not use these waffle layering pieces because I wanted to show the pretty pattern paper. I only used this piece, and it doesn't come with these holes, as you can see here, but I just made, I like decided where the holes would be and punched it with my crocodile, and then I put this inside, and I drew inside the little holes so that I knew where to punch this piece. And before I punched the holes, I did reinforce this little rectangle part with an extra paper, and then I did the same thing on the outside, so that when you slide this in, and then actually I also reinforced this part, which would be right here on that, right here. I reinforced this part with an extra piece of paper, and I also reinforced this part on the inside, because this one I did not add 110 pound because it's going to be curling, and anyways, and then I just strung this through so that it has that closure. But I think it came out really nice, and it's really not very hard to put together. It looks more intimidating than it really is. Alright, so next I have, oh, this is from KSCraft, which I know that I got more. Let me get out all the KSCraft because it looks like some of them are coming in different envelopes. Okay, so not sure why this one was separate, but this is from the recent, I think, May release. And, oh, there's my, okay, might have to edit that part out. Okay, so this is from the recent May release, and it's a mason jar, like mug or whatever, and it has this little lemon slice, and it comes with a straw. So I think that's super duper cute. Okay, I had to reorder this, and originally this came with a watermelon, but now they're selling it on its own. And I used this in my Maggie Holmes picnic basket swap, and after that swap I could not find this piece, like, anywhere. I have not found it, and it's been probably over a year now, so I finally just caved and bought it, since I saw that it was on its own anyways. And yeah, I don't know when this is from, but it's from a long time ago, and I just repurchased some other dies. This is called Heart Ice Cream Cone. But I just, okay, the reason that I was thinking of it partially is because I purchased, this is another older die, Summer Flags. I purchased this die because I don't have this in my collection, obviously, and there's a lot of follow-up die sets that go with this, and they don't have this layering piece here. So unless you buy this, then you don't have the layer piece. You have to cut it yourself. So you can kind of get an idea here of the words that come in the set, and I really like that it's how do you say, like, it has a lot of different occasions that you could use some of these words, like ice cream, hooray, what does this say? Summer nights, and then good vibes, and parlor, so ice cream parlor. And I also have the ice cream parlor die set, so it just gives you extra things to use with that. And then, like I said, it comes with the backing die here, and then this layering piece. And I think this one doesn't come in the rest of them or something. So if you have other of the die sets, like there's a Halloween one, a Christmas one, a Easter one, then they all stem off of this one. So it's good to have this in your stash. Okay, next, okay, I think we're into the recent release now. These are all from May. This is the Cupcake mini album, and I like the size of it. You could make it a shaped card and stuff. These May release dies just literally got to me today, and so I wanted to do a video right away, and I haven't had time to cut them, but look how cute this is. So it's gonna cut this hole around, and only this is going to show up as embossing, the little lines. And then it has birthday, and it also, did it only have birthday? I guess it only had birthday in big letters. And then it comes with this piece, which is a layering piece, and it's stitched, so that is super duper nice. See, so you have that, and then it has the cherry on top. If you don't have a cherry die, which I don't, that is really nice. And then it has this banner. It's like they were already thinking of using it as a shaped card, which I love that. And then they have a layered candle. So it has this piece, and then you can layer this piece on top, or you could even do it as a teeny tiny shaker if you wanted to. It's a lot of, I don't know what would fit in there, but you could. And then it has the flame separate, so that's nice. And then this piece, I'm not even sure why. Oh, okay, so this is a gift card holder maybe? You could make this a gift card holder and add this little slot, and then you can stick the gift card in there. That is really cool. I didn't even realize that that was there, but that is really nice to have. Okay, next we have the trio ice cream, and that was another reason I wanted to get the summer flags, because there was various ice cream bits in this release. So you have, this is deceiving because it's like attached or whatever, but you actually go down. So this goes to the smallest one. See how it's the same size? And this will go behind it, right? Or is it the exact same? Okay, no, it's the same exact size as the die it corresponds to. And so then you can make this into a shaker, and you would cut this piece out of foam, and then this is your backer and your acetate piece as well. And then you'll make another one of these as the front, like, frame piece. And then this piece goes to the next smallest one right here, see? So there's 3 sizes, and then this piece goes to the big one. Sorry, Butterfingers, like that. But isn't that fun? And let's see, the biggest one is about 3.5, a little bit less than 3.5, like 3 3/8 or something like that. And then the middle one is about 2 7/8, and then the smallest one is about 2.5, a little bit under, like 2 3/8 maybe. So that is awesome, and it's also awesome if you have the summer flags, because the words go together. Okay, the next one is the drink box shaker, and I super duper love this because this could be like lunchbox theme, bento, it could be little milk instead of juice, it could be for a fruit swap, it could be all kinds of things, but I just think it is so cute. And look at that. Look how cute that is. I'm not sure what this is for. I'm gonna have to look at it and see why this is here, but there's a big one and a little one, and it comes with the same thing in both. So the size of the juice word, it is proportionate to your juice box, and then it comes with an apple. Oh, okay, that's a little bit interesting. So this one comes with an apple, a strawberry, and what could be an orange piece, and then you would layer it on here, right? Or I guess you could layer this little piece, which is the stem of the strawberry. You could also layer it on the circle, because the small one, I guess it's too small to put this one in, so it doesn't have that piece to make the slice. So what you could do is you could just add this maybe over here, or add the little stem and make it into a full orange. Oh, just kidding. Okay, so this does have that slice. It's just inside of the little carton. I wasn't paying attention. But isn't that so awesome? I love that it comes in 2 different sizes. Love, love, love this die. Okay, next is the birthday balloon. Oh my gosh, I cannot get enough of balloons in my stand. Okay, and here's the best part. They're shakers. Ah! So I don't have shaker balloons. I don't have anything that is shaker and balloons. So you have these pieces that make it shakers, and then you have the individual balloons, and the different strings are different, so that's really fun. And then it has 3 different tassels, so you can cut them all at once and like make a little bunting, or like, I guess it's not a bunting when it's tassels, but you know what I mean, like it looks more festive, or you could add them on the bottom of your balloons. And I've seen that in different paper collections too, so that's really cool that you can make it all like coordinated with your stuff. And that's called birthday balloon. I really like that a lot. These are also perfectly in time, because mid-May I am announcing a birthday theme swap with a fruit twist. So it'll be like a birthday but with fruit patterns or whatever, fruit motif. This is birthday garlands. I'm so stinking excited about it. Look at this. Okay, so it has the base garlands or whatever. So these are balloons, and then it has the individual balloons here, and then it has these piñatas, and it has the different layering pieces. So there's actually two layering pieces per piñata, and look how small these are. These are like a little bit over an inch. They're about an inch long, and then about 3/4 inches tall, and they have 2 layering dies. That's so cool. So I super duper love this. And then it has birthday as a banner, so you have birthday going across. I think it's gonna be so fun. And then actually, that's excellent. Look at this. I really love this about KSCraft banners so much, that they include the pieces so that you can do things in one run. So they did both of the different layering pieces for the piñata, because there's 4. They did 4 different pairs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is there 5? Oh, there's 5. I counted wrong. Sorry. So they did 5 different pairs of layering dies, so you can just run it all at once. And then, of course, the balloon dog. These seem to be trending or something right now, but I'm here for it. I love the little balloon die, and I think it's so cute. And I actually just got a little balloon dog also, which I will show you in a second. But these are excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Okay, this one is birthday flags, and so this is what stemmed me buying the summer flag, which is sort of funny because I have the Halloween flags, and I think I have a different one too, and I still hadn't bought the summer flags. But it comes with yay, party, celebrate, surprise, and birthday. And then this one has this really fun little sparkle cutout right here, and then just so I can kind of show you with the Summer Nights one, see, this layers right in there, this stitched piece. So if you don't have it, you can, like, what I was doing is I would cut out the flag, right, and then I would cut carefully right here, right along before the holes, and then you can make your own, but it's not stitched. So, you know, I finally did that because potentially we're gonna have to pay twice as much to ship from China for a while, so gotta do it. Snow cone cart. Love this. So look at this. It also has a citrus fruit slice right here, so that's really cool because I don't have a lot of citrus. And look, the wheel looks sort of like a citrus fruit if you wanted to spin it that way, or like the spokes on a wheel, because a lot of times these are like bicycle wheels, and then it has something that pulls it or whatever. And if you guys are interested, there is another snow cone truck maybe from last year, if you want to expand your collection. But this would layer right here on top right there. And then, like I said, I love that KSCraft does this a lot of times when they include small pieces like this. It includes all the pieces to go with it and run it through all at once. Instead of having to do 4 passes, you just do 1 and then you're good to go. And then it comes with snow cone, and an extra citrus fruit or wheel layering piece. You could put it right here if you wanted to, but that's totally preference. And then the umbrella has a layering piece too. And I was just thinking, so this is a layering piece for this piece right here, but if you don't have an umbrella die, like when you make a beach scene or something, you could just use this and make your own umbrella. And like, yeah, so this would go really good with sunny days, you guys. So that's the snow cone cart. And then well, actually not last, birthday piñata. Yes, a piñata, you guys, and it comes with all the fringy layering pieces. And this is absolutely amazing too, because look, it has this piñata, and then it has the head is a layering piece, and then this is the next layering piece, which will fall like right here, and then this will fall just a little bit further than that, like it goes to the tail, and then the feet will stick out or whatever. And the feet, it has this little tiny piece right here, so you can put that right here. And then I'm not sure where these go, but I'll look at Hannah's video and she'll show us how that works out. But isn't that so fun? And then not only do you get this, you also get a smaller version. I'm so excited about this. This is so amazing. I'm so excited that you did this, and I'm floored. I think this is fantastic. This is one of my favorite releases that I've seen from KSCraft. I usually love their releases, but this time I'm like extra excited. Okay, so like I said, I'm gonna be hosting a swap that is birthday themed, but it is, what do you call it? Fruit, like it has a fruit twist. And so I ordered from KSCraft sister store, which is ZF, well, on AliExpress it's KLJUYP store. And so I ordered this one. It's called the Round Present Box Set Metal Cutting Dies. It's not new, but it goes with birthday. So I know that this came out quite a while ago. And so it comes with, this little dot goes in the middle right here, but this goes like atop right here. Or however you want to put it on there. But it comes with a baby and a mama, so I really like that. Next we have birthday treat box metal cutting dies, and this is like a fancy fry box, but I actually got it for the accessories. So it has this really cute little like semi-rectangular piece right here, and you could do like a sentiment right there, or you could, I don't know, but I like that, and I got it mostly because of these. On their example, they have this card that they made, and they just cut like this twice, like on the side of a card, and it leaves the embossing lines on the inside and on the piece that it cuts out, which is really nice, because if you cut it out of a paper and then you take that piece out, you can still use the paper that you cut it out from, because it has that scoring detail, that stitched detail, embossing detail. And so I want to try how they did on theirs. And this fry box has a scalloped edge, so I'm sure, Tony, you probably already have this, but if you don't, look, a fry box with scallops. Okay, so next, this next one, it's a little balloon dog, and actually I think I had added this to purchase before this new release came out, so it was perfect that it all goes together. And this is from MangoCraft on AliExpress. It's MangoCraft all run together, just like it sounds. And I'm so excited because it has this piece, which is a solid piece with the embossed line, so you know where to glue everything. Then it has this shadow piece, which is the outline. And then it has this one, and this actually cuts out all those shapes, so you could maybe do that in like a different pattern, or like holographic. I know I've seen, I think Tony did it in that Cricut holographic craft board, and it looks stunning. So he did that for birthday. Okay, unfortunately this one doesn't tell me what store it's from, but it's called Shen. Okay, never mind. It's Shen. Ow. Auto Technology maybe, and it's called Happy Birthday, Happy Easter Stacking Shadow Metal Cutting Die. And this has nothing to do with Easter, but maybe they did that so that it'll come up in searches when people are searching Easter. How sneaky, right? But it says best wishes, and then you just layer it in here, best wishes. Wait, no, okay, so it's birthday wishes, and so this birthday layers in here. Yeah, I think that's yeah, okay, birthday, and then wishes right here goes in here, and then this one says let's eat in the small letters, let's eat, and then cake is in fat letters. So, you know, birthday. Okay, next, continuing with the birthday theme, and as y'all may or may not already know, I come from a Mexican background, so we do piñatas for birthdays. We do all of this for birthdays. So this is excellent, and so I obviously needed a birthday sentiment in Spanish, and this one says feliz cumple. So in Spanish, cumpleaños is birthday, and people will like say it like short, and they'll say cumple, feliz cumple, so they don't have to say the whole thing. Alright, and last thing, sorry about that, my son decided that it was a good idea to put his sister's stuff in the sink. So, last thing, it is not a die, but it did come in this order, so I'm just going to put it in here, are these little balloon animal charms, I guess you would call them. They're pretty heavy, they're like made of metal, so take that for what it's worth, but just for your information, if you decide to order these, they are kind of heavy, and I don't know if you can hear that, but yeah, they're made of metal, and they're super duper cute. This is the assorted colors, so you didn't get to pick, and it showed that it had like yellow and other colors, and it didn't come with those, so just so you know, you might get some colors that are pictured, and you might not get some colors that are pictured. And that is my order. So thank you if you stuck through this whole video, and I'll catch you on the next one.